Many people still think they can, forego or wait on that pre-approval process. The old, I'm going to go look at houses first, before actually getting pre-approved. And here's the challenge with that, especially in the markets we've been in the last couple of years, is every time there's a lending change, or of course, in 22 and 23 here, we've seen a climb in interest rates, and every time we see that, if you'd speak to any mortgage broker or bank rep, they'll tell you that mortgage lending tends to tighten up a little bit, and it just takes the banks longer to go through your file. What was taking them, a couple years ago, couple days, 3 days, 5 business days, can now take them 7 or 10 business days. So, and again, that's going to depend on how complex your file is, how many other investments you have, if you have other investment properties, maybe multiple different income streams, stuff like that. So it can take a little bit, and then if you're new with that bank, for instance, or that lender, they don't necessarily have all your paperwork, so there's no history there. So again, it can take a little bit longer. So to actually prolong that process in a market that is still, fairly quick moving as far as markets go, is a big mistake. So I've seen it so many times over the years, and shame on me. You qualify people to the best of your ability, but sometimes you get out there with a buyer and they're not pre-qualified. You show them a couple of houses, and then they want to put in an offer, and then you're like, oh crap, I didn't pre-qualify. I didn't do a good job for them because I didn't explain all the steps properly, and so we find out that when they want to put an offer in, that they're not pre-qualified, and that is it can be a waste of you, the buyer's time, obviously, a waste of my time, especially if you can't get approved. But oftentimes in a faster moving market, sellers won't provide you that time. Or if you're, in a market like we're in now, where we're still seeing the odd multiple offer on those really nice popular homes, you're not going to have the ability to do that. So you're really going to need to be able to have that step done ahead of time. And so, people that say to me, oh, I don't need to get pre-approved, or, I can do that, sort of on the way. Absolutely not. My advice is always get pre-approved. I think for some buyers, it's just, it's the fear. It's like, oh man, it's like engaging with a real estate agent, right? It's like if I call a mortgage broker, they're never going to stop calling me. Not the case. Like we're all busy. It's our job to follow up for sure. But I mean, for somebody that doesn't want to do business with me or right now, just tell me you don't want to do business with me or right now, and that's great. I'll set up a future reminder for you, or I'll delete you out of my database, right? Kind of thing. So yeah, I mean, it's a thing where when you are seeking a mortgage approval, you are absolutely in the driver's seat. You can go to 3 different lenders, and they'll all compete for your business. Best rates, better terms. So yeah, I mean, there's really no disadvantage to that. You are in the driver's seat, and unless you're dealing with really adverse credit or something, you are really in the driver's seat. It doesn't cost you a dime to go get a mortgage approval. So my advice to you, get a mortgage approval. If you'd like a copy of my my buyer checklist, takes you through step by step the process from, hiring a realtor to moving day. Feel free to reach out to me, shoot me a DM, and I'll get that over to you.